All right, let's get this started. 2 more games to finish the season out.
Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona's stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arizona's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Kennesaw State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
He's off to the races. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Kennesaw State!
Touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the Wildcats have enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Trying play action. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Dances away. It's complete on the right side. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Gets it out quickly. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Let's try the option.
This Kennesaw
pretty
State
bad at the
offense is on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
These refs are against us.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back to the air one more time. Safe completion on the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
He's tackled.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards.
Ooh, I kind of like
Make
this
them
one. Come on,
honor
come on, let's
the
like
run.
the ball.
Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They're bringing heat.
I had RB.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one
That was
period
horrible.
of
We
play
had
as we have a
RB
look
wide
at the
for that.
stats.
No.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to pass. It's Fitzpatrick. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big.
And he
The backup
takes it
running
to the
back
house.
at it.
You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Number 28 in the end.
Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Kennesaw State offense will take
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He finds his man, and he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest.
Damn,
they can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They ran this route so many times together.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their quarterback in position to make the play?
He'll loft
out
one
of
deep down
bounds.
the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
I just can't believe I missed that.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. They keep attacking through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give to the
Oh, I
tailback.
missed the tackle.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Bully ball on third and short. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision
think I
has
might
been
take
made,
that.
and the coach will take the penalty.
I put the slider down. I thought I put the slider
That's
down.
not the
blocking
way
back.
you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Using his legs, it's Wells. He opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Finds the tight end, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Arizona runs out the punt team.
Number 3, on to punt it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Trying to find his man on first down.
That's even like
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Fitzpatrick. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
We're just not going to get the hot route, are we?
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's open on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. He wants to throw. He's right on target. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Looking to throw.
Damn,
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team.
kind of upset we didn't get that
Right
touchdown.
down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first two quarters of football. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
And the Wildcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now,
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback adapting. At the 45 on his way. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Handoff to the lone back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Give to the running back. Tackle is made after the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the back. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 21.
And these guys guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's got it down the middle. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for it all. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Fighting off the defender. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. New set of downs after that completion.
29 Philly. Alert.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
In this game.
He does a good job of
tackle.
dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Arizona comes out with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wells. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On third down, going up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end.
They're going for it.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion.
Nope, our ball.
Got his man down the middle.
Let's
How
get it.
about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Offense getting set for first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. Running toward the tape. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called out here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll run the counter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve.
Hold on, did I have time in the pocket? 'Cause I could have got... I did have time. Yeah, I could have got Chestnut, number 2. Oh my god, I could have thrown a touchdown. The hell was their team at? Oh. Our progression was left to right.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. He'll bring it out. It's Harrington.
Oh, no, this game is...
Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quickly out to the tight end. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Wells. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Corners showing press, they want to be physical here. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
Oh, they got a touchdown.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 20 seconds to play, and they must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game.
They get like
Tight
70-something
ball
yards
game,
rushing.
right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys delivered.
and you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, he only had 48 yards. I feel like he had more. Seven assists, holy hell. I really would love to play some more man, but like, I can never get those speedy DBs. I always get beaten out for them. One DB that committed. The one person I wanted. Oh. At least we got him. What's his speed? Oh, it's 86. I feel like it faster over time. I'm in first place on online. What's his speed? 90. Oh no. Doesn't he have like the record for? Yeah, he's got like. I think he holds the record, every receiving record in my school. He got 16 touchdowns as a freshman. It's just insane. He's really gonna have every year like over 1,000 yards in every year. Let me see something. I wish it would just take you straight to your team. Oh, Tyler Lockett did go to this school. $3,710. I think I just is Kansas City. Kansas, I didn't do. I don't know why I just looked at that. Hold on. I ran to the wrong one, I think. That's Kennesaw, that Kansas. Ryan Daly, the guy who got our team going. Let me look at the bracket. We get a bye week if we win. What's the uniform gonna play? He going all black. Oh, gold pants. Ugh. Get out. Let's get this final game of the season, regular season.
Welcome
done.
to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Kansas Jayhawks return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Owls offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
For a specific play that I know I have. I guess I don't know where the play is.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Fitzpatrick. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. A little screen to the running back.
Uh-oh, what's this?
They make the stop, but there is a
Block in
flag
the
on the
back.
field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Another sack.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal.
Oh, my God. Am I going to get a rare? It's like my 2nd time in 7 years getting a
Touchdown, Kennesaw State. How about that special teams play?
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
They're strong and they're strong. defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The inside handoff. Fakes it, continues to fight for yards. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Leaves it with the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Go straight ahead.
Oh, beautiful,
into
Jim.
the end zone he goes. You don't give a hoot. does.
Ankles
Touchdown,
broken
Owls.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole,
Show that
explodes through it.
replay.
He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
What? It's not going to show the replay? Oh, there we go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kennesaw State 17, Kansas 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked.
Pretty sure
at
we
the
got
12.
3 sacks. All 3
The
sacks.
Jayhawks will try to pin
on all
them back
3.
with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Oh, how did you make that move? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier.
Touchdown, Owls! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
24, Kansas 0.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it.
4th sack.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pocket starts to collapse. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, too far. Touchdown.
And
Beautiful.
He's got it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Gotta give it to the senior.
The
Get
great
the
thing
touchdown.
about spreading a defense out,
It is
I
senior
can
night.
see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups.
surprised he
Nice
got
job
that.
by the
See that.
offense.
I thought it was
Spreading them
hard.
out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
You lay out for that? Damn, he did.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out.
0.
And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the Kansas offense will take over.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some
coulda
miscues
guessed.
on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The second down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's a first down for the
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw.
Oh,
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking to throw for it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.
kick is good.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. It's been a fun start to this one, And this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Fitzpatrick. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. Keeps the legs moving. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. He just brought some serious hit.
Third down.
That huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. The give to the back.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Powers through. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Ready to try the point after.
Number 25.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They've got the screen set up. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Coming after it. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete there.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. This time he's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the stomping has commenced.
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's going to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here.
Six-yard line
In the fourth quarter.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Coming up, 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So Kennesaw State's offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. That just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
On the ready.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the 1st sack of the game.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
False start. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
It's a shotgun run call. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's running out of time here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Finds an open target on the left side. He stopped, but he gets a first down. They're going to run it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. It's Kansas State on top now, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the set. Play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive... taking those 50-50 shots against man, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. The coverage team able to bring him down. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. In the clear at the 25.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
It's a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Looking to throw yet again. Snags a quick throw.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all.
On the hitch.
Quarterback, he gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And completion makes it second and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Flip it, roll it.
And now the handoff. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Goal line formation for the defense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1. They could take the lead with a chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on 4th down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive?
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down at the 46. No huddle here for the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. No huddle now for the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Now they'll run a draw play. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner will be brought down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half.
False start. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Single back takes the handoff. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the 1st half clock. And then it's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a 1st half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The Wildcats will crank up the tempo.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And he'll set up to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Important second down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. And the Sauk were able to bring him down quickly. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Kansas State now operating in the red zone.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught near the goal line. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart the zone defense.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. No problem. Knocks it right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll run it with the draw play. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. He'll swat the ball to 40.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The shotgun running play call. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Kennesaw State is in front right now, Kirk. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And here's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. The field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The Wildcats will bring their punt team on the field now. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. He hands it to the back, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, no penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made on the right side. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Nothing.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that
Look
run.
at this replay.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards.
Oh, I had
there and
RB.
continue to just keep this drive alive.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal. It's hold your breath here. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Nice catch made along the sideline. He does just get the foot down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Down he goes, a sack. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He has first down yardage at the 46. This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe...
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. That sack sets up a second down and long.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Bringing pressure. And the pressure gets to him again.
Yeah, we've gotten at least 4 sacks in the fourth quarter.
It's a miracle here on third and a mile. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Contact as he let the ball go. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. They're in pretty good position. It's a 2-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? The offense starts with excellent field position. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. Tailback with another carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Now, with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket.
Oh,
it's
he
complete
caught it.
downfield. Gain moves the ball to the 20.
I can't believe he just caught
and
that.
a fresh set of downs. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
No turnovers for us. We got a lot of DBs coming in. I need to at least get defensive coordinator of the year. 43 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. That's the best defensive player. I mean, you win best defensive player, you're gonna win best, like, at your position. Oh, I hit the top 12 for once. I'm usually nowhere near the top. In the top. With 10 4-stars though. No 5-stars. 34 stars committed. That's insane. Oh no, I got job offers? Why would I ever leave my school? Oh, he almost won it. I hate how our linebacker's not even on this list. He had more tackles than all this. Why is he just not showing up on any of the lists? Hold on. He ended the year with 93 tackles and 57 assists. But when I go to the National, he's nowhere near to be found. He also leads the league in assists, which is insane. But nowhere. There he is now. Ugh, Kentucky is number 2? Ugh. Okay, I don't have to. Oh, we playing the Heisman Trophy winner? I think we are. Ew, Kentucky. I feel disgusted. Well, we're going against UFC. I'm pretty sure the quarterback won the Heisman. I think. Maybe I was wrong. Who won Heisman again? Why do I forget? Why can't I figure out who won the Heisman? It wasn't him. Oh, Von Harris made first team national but couldn't win any awards. That's crazy. No, second team, what about freshmen? No, freshman. Oh, we had a freshman. Touches. Oh, we were the 3rd highest rushing team. Oh my god, look at Coastal Carolina at ranked 20. best offense. Damn, we did them. Oh no, that's good. Second best defense. Only 2 fumble recovers on the whole year. 11 interceptions. Least penalized team though. Weezer really in the negatives? Holy hell, he's at -4. Next year I want positive. That's all we're going for tonight. Tomorrow I'll do the playoffs. Oh, he's gonna finish with 300 catches. Hell yeah. And 54 touchdowns. That's just insane. I have a favorite target. But I haven't targeted him as much this year. Dude, he redshirted this year. He's supposed to be a beast next year. Gonna take over receiver 1, I believe, next year. His stats. That's where I'm ending it. Playoffs tomorrow.